Hello, my name's Zim and I'm the Student Club President for 2024. I grew up in Brisbane and went to boarding school at Somerville House for 6 years, and I currently study a Bachelor of Engineering Honours.
My name's Izzy and Nolke. I'm the Senior Resident Assistant at Women's for 2024. I grew up in Gladstone and went to high school there as well, and I'm studying a Bachelor of Politics, Philosophy and Economics Honours at UQ.
So, Izzy, how has Women's changed your life, and why do you recommend future students to come to Women's?
I cannot imagine my life without Women's. I grew up as an only child, so I never really had that sort of connection living with people my age or siblings or anything, but I'm in my third year now at Women's, and I can't imagine my life without the girls that live next door to me and around me, and it's truly just a sense of sisterhood unlike any other, living with so many girls your age, studying similar things or completely different things, but bonding all over that same aspect of being a wuzzer. What about you?
100%. So we're both third year, so obviously we love it enough to come back for a third time. It is the community and the sense of belonging that you get here. Everyone is there to support you. You are just surrounded by so many girls who are willing to help, who are willing to share, and who just have the same love of life. And I think we all bounce off each other with that. So it's just an amazing place to be.
And you really hear from alum and everyone that comes back that those connections stay with you. There's people who live together all throughout their 20s and 30s after college and still catch up every month. Yes. And it's just so exciting to know that the people we're going through these key stages of life with now are going to be with us for the rest of our life as well.
It's a real sisterhood.
So Zim, what's the academic support like here at Women's? How have you utilised everything you've got on offer?
Well, the academic support is truly outstanding. So coming from school, you've got your cohort that you go through school with, you do the same subjects, but then you come to uni and you find that most of your friends you went through school are doing completely different degrees to you now. And when you go into uni, it's quite hard to make those friendships. So just by having even 1, 2, 3 girls at Women's that do the same degree as you, I think it is so helpful. There's also tutorial programs where you can go with your friends to the tube programs at Women's offers, and then you just learn with them and you go through it with them. What about you, Nolke? How have you utilised it?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of structures in place at Women's to help you meet people in your year studying the same degree, but also second and third years and alum in the form of tutors. But I think it's also incredible to be able to live with people studying different things as well and really give you that perspective. And if you go to uni and you're not 100% sure of what you want to study yet, you can discover so many new things just by living with all of these people. But we've got an academic resident assistant who is in charge of our tutorial program alongside our dean of students, and we've got group chats for different degrees for first years. I think the focus is definitely on helping you settle into your degree in your first year. Definitely. So there's a lot of things in place there, which is incredible.
Definitely, and our academic RA organises so many amazing events alongside our dean of students, such as the Ready to Lead programs. They're really amazing and offer a lot of academic support. And we've also done our first library crawl, which was hosted today, and it was a lot of fun. We just went to all these different libraries around the uni and studied together during stockback, so that's a lot of fun as well. So Izzy, can you please give a little insight into what the leadership opportunities are here at Women's and how you've made the most of them?
Of course. So we have two sort of key leadership structures. So we've got the Student Club Exec and the Resident Assistant Team, or RAs. I'll talk a bit about the RA. So I was an RA in my second year, and I'm now the Senior RA this year. And the RA team really looks after the pastoral care of the college and everybody's well-being, especially first-year students, acknowledging that that's a big jump from high school to university, and that there's a lot of changes, especially moving away from home, as you do when coming to college. So that team is really there. We've got them split up between the wings, so you'll kind of have a designated RA in your wing and they'll look after you, but the whole team is there to support you. And within that as well, there's an academic RA, like we said before, and an equity RA, who kind of have their own separate portfolios to the wing RAs, and they look after those sorts of aspects of the college. What about the exec, Sim?
So the exec comprise of 12 different students, and we all have our own unique portfolios. There's myself, there's a vice president, a secretary, a treasurer, and then we've got all the convener roles. So that's like your sporting, your cultural, your community, your communications, and your second year reps, which I was lucky enough to be second year rep last year as well. And we basically kind of, everything that happens in the college, whether that be like the sporting, the community, the cultural, the social, we organise that along with all the other residents in the college. So apart from the exec, there's also, you can be a convener of a sport. There's so many other ways that you can do leadership in college, and it is a great way to start your leadership journey here at Women's.
And so what about the networking opportunities at Women's, and how do you utilise all of that?
We have some amazing networking opportunities here. For example, last week we had Women's Industry Night, where 26 different companies came in, and all the girls got to go around and try and network with different companies. Some came out of it with internships or like possibly maybe jobs at the end of it. It was a great way to just go around and meet all these different people and network with them. We also have things we call formal dinners, which happen every once a fortnight on a Thursday, and that is, they have guest speakers that come in. There's often Q&A panels hosted by our students who are passionate about the topic, and you're able to meet some extraordinary people in some different fields of the world and network with them, which is a great opportunity as well. What about you, Izzy?
I think also the awesome thing about formal dinners is that afterwards we often invite students to come and talk, so that's everybody that's sitting in the audience can come and talk in a separate room afterwards and network with those guests as well. But an awesome program that we've introduced this year is the Career Mentoring Program. So that's open to interested third years, and you get connected with an alum of the college who's kind of working in the field that you want to go into. So I'm studying PPE, politics, philosophy and economics, so I want to go into maybe DFAT or work in the public service, and so I'm connected with a director in the Department of Defence, which is so exciting, and I've been able to talk to her and about her career and kind of see where those next steps are for me after Women's and after I finish my degree, which is really valuable.
And the utilisation of our connections with our alum is just extraordinary. So you were able to meet so many extraordinary women who have gone through Women's and probably have the same view of like uni, and then you get to talk to them about how they've excelled in their careers and really make connections with our young alum as well.
And I think it's especially valuable to have that in a female setting, where all women and the alum are as well, and to see that sort of empowerment out in the real world that started here at Women's is just incredible. Yeah.
So Izzy, my favourite part about college, can you please explain to us a little bit about the inter-college community and what that has to offer?
My favourite part as well, Zim. So the ICC, or the Inter-College Council, runs a bunch of community, sporting and cultural events for all of the UQ colleges to involve themselves in. My favourite aspect would definitely be the sports. I played 6 last year and hopefully hitting 6 again this year. And it's just such a great way to meet not only people at Women's, but people from all of the other different colleges. We have such a good community at UQ that's really unique to other colleges around the country. And there's just such a sense of community, not only within the own walls of your college, but everybody. And the great thing about sport as well at Women's is that it's really inclusive, and everybody's invited to trial, so you don't even have to have played a sport before to come along to the trials, and even that's where you can meet some of your best friends, even if you don't end up making the team.
And just going off the back of that, Women's has connections with, social sporting comps, so we get discounts on all the social sporting comps, which is just amazing. But also another part of the ICC, which is just incredible, is the community program, the cultural program and the social program. So the community program, we've raised, I think, $15,000 this year alone from our community program, which is just outstanding, and it is a great way to give back to the community that has given you so much. And our cultural program as well is just outstanding, and we compete against the other cultural teams in the ICC as well. And then social, so Izzy, what's your favourite social event?
I think it would have to be the ball. This year's a big one, 110th anniversary gala ball, so everyone's already looking for their dresses and their ball dates and everything, which is very exciting. But every college hosts their own ball, and it's often open up to all of the other colleges. So again, a great opportunity to meet people from outside of women's. And yeah.
But definitely, well, I was going to say, definitely the most important thing about college is just getting involved. Like you have to make the most out of all the opportunities you're given, and at Women's you are given so many opportunities, so it's so important to just immerse yourself in the cultural community, sporting and social aspects, because that's truly how you're going to get the most out of college that does offer you so much. So it's an amazing time and it's a very exciting time, so get involved. Well, if we haven't convinced you already, we really encourage you to come along to one of the open days, or even just reach out to any current or old Wuzzers, because it truly is a next level uni experience and I could not recommend it more.
Coming to Women's has definitely changed my life, and it could change yours too.